If you feeling like a pimp.
Out here. We out there, eh?
We in here, mate.
You don't know, eh?
You don't know nothing, mate.
Know nothing, mate.
Nothing,
You
mate.
fucking know nothing. You
Nothing,
know,
mate.
and you continue to know nothing.
You saw what's his name got into a fight. He got into a yelling match with MGK.
MGK, that's because Megan Fox was too hot not to try something, bro.
Yo, that's some loser shit, though, bro.
What do you mean? Hollering at a girl?
No, like he wanted to take a picture,
Mm-hmm.
and then the dude dissed him, and then he like flipped out and like threw a soda at him.
I mean, that's one way. I mean, that's what the paparazzi said.
I saw the video.
We don't know if he actually
that's
asked
one.
McGregor for. I mean, if McGregor asked for a picture or not.
That's the way you
know?
get your level.
I mean, listen, MGK, he's getting big now. He's a pop star.
What the fuck's he doing with Megan Fox?
Well, what the fuck you hating for? What you hating for?
What am I hating for? That girl. That girl's
Megan Fox is too hot for him.
Oh.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
I disagree.
What?
I think Megan Fox peaked and is nothing but a train wreck going forward.
Whoa,
When did
damn,
she peak?
son.
Which Transformers movie?
made Josh masturbate. Josh sat next to his son and thought about going home and touching his dick because of Megan Fox.
That's when I started liking girls. Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Let me
is,
tell you, she is in that movie. That was my penis transforming to an erection.
To an erection.
Roll out. Man, she was so hot. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater, bro.
You hate him right now.
Why'd she
bro.
gotta hurt my boy David Faustino like that?
Who's David Faustino?
Isn't that her ex-husband? The one she had the babies with and then bounced for fucking Dylan Negree?
Yo.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
You said his name wrong.
Whatever.
It's Dylan Nigga. Nah.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Ew. Chop that.
Chop that. Clip that.
Take
Clip
that.
that.
Take
Clip
that.
that.
Take
Clip
that. Oh. Yeah, no, listen.
Listen, she's a baddie. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yo, what are you talking about right now?
I don't listen. I think they are still where I was. I think they saw Transformers and they're like, holy shit. And then they see her in real life and they're just still stuck thinking about Transformers. I don't think she's like that hot in real life anymore. That movie was a long time ago, man. Shit falls apart real quick, man. Let me tell you something, man.
Yo, he say that's all couture, B.
That shit's all fillers and fucking chemicals.
He said that's all orgasm blood, man.
That's toxins. That's adrenochrome and shit.
That's adrenochrome.
You can't
son.
eat enough babies to keep yourself looking young, man. You end up just looking like a lizard.
Damn, son. Listen, shout out Megan Fox. Shout out MGK. Shout out Megan Fox. Son.
Shout out to all of them. You know what though? Your eyes closed, that pussy feels the same, bro.
Nah, that's not true.
Yeah,
pussy don't all feel the same.
Well,
pussy not all created equal, son.
Okay, well she also had
the only thing
3
pussy,
kids, so that shit's feeling
exactly.
a lot like some other pussies. I'm sure, like
no, she got the
Transformer era Megan Fox vagina was like another caliber.
She's making enough money, has the best doctors where that stitch game is real.
Right, and they have vagina rejuvenation.
Yeah. If you don't think,
right. You know what that is?
Yeah, it's when
they take a whole lemon skinned and they place it in the vagina for 2 days.
Oh, I didn't know this.
I actually had this old perverted Russian guy in the neighborhood when we used to like be kids and play pool, and he used to tell us, if woman's pussy is too loose, you squeeze lemon on it.
No, you didn't.
I don't make shit up to
No,
you,
no,
Kevin.
no,
this is the
no,
truth.
you're right,
Shout out to Joe from the pool hall. I have friends I
Joe
can call
from the
right
pool
now.
hall.
They'll tell you, like, oh yeah, Joe from the pool hall. You squeeze lemon juice on woman pussy.
Yo, that's when women had no rights. that's the era where women was like, yo, I guess I gotta let a guy squeeze lemon in my pussy.
Well, the funny thing was this pool hall was ran by all these like former Soviet Union Russian people who had just immigrated to the United States like in the last 10 years. But they were from like Cold War Russia and they were Jews. So they were like super like oppressed, you know? So they had that like crazy mentality. And the lady who was in charge of everything, her name was, I don't care, I could say it, Sippy. And it was funny, her name was Sippy because she looked like she's about to, that was her real name, but she looked like she was about to tip over because she had like one leg shorter than the other. And I can talk shit about this because someone stole my pool cue that my father had given me when I was a kid, and I was like, yo, you know where my shit is? She's like, no, but I know somebody who might if you have money. And then I was like, yo, I'm going to go find my dad, and you're going to be walking extra crooked. Actually, maybe he'll even you out.
Oh, shit.
But I couldn't find my dad. Couldn't find my dad.
Good for you. Well, waste his time with a pool cue.
Well, that bitch
mishap.
fucking knew who stole my shit.
She
Man.
said, "Yo, give me some money. I can point you in the right direction."
Crooked leg, crooked woman. That's all I got.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
What? How did we get here? What were we talking about?
I don't know. Are you having magnesia?
Yeah, magnesia out here, son. You couldn't remember nothing that happened.
Well, it's okay because Ani's taking good notes this time.
Yes.
She's doing the
I better
minutes.
see nothing in those notes about Dylan Negri. I'm letting you know
No.
that now.
She's doing
We
the
went
minute-
from Megan Fox and vagina rejuvenation and
Oh,
lemons.
that's what we were talking about. Lemons and
lemons and vaginas.
Yeah,
So
the only one I heard of was oh my god, what's that shit called? Not apple cider vinegar, just vinegar.
right
Just vinegar
on a vagina.
on the vagina tightens out pussy.
yeah, well, that's
That's what I
acid.
heard.
Lemon, it's the same thing.
So maybe it's the same
Ani
thing. you know?
disagrees.
You don't believe
Ani,
it's true?
can you go get some people from outside so we can do a real life survey right on the show right now?
Do you want me to go get him?
Yes, please.
Okay.
No. He's no.
All right, Irish. we need to have you substitute a vagina for it.
I've never heard of those techniques.
No,
Never
these
heard-
are Cold War era.
Yeah.
This is
These
interesting.
people-
But mine was told.
This wasn't on Goop.
Mine was told by wasn't on Goop.
Do you remember that shit that Gwyneth Paltrow put out?
Yeah, she had the vagina
yeah.
candle.
Yeah.
She had that candle. She had the balls.
Did
that-
she have balls?
There's a whole exhibit in the Museum of Sex on Goop and that whole thing.
Goop and her
Yeah,
goopy
but apparently it's
product.
not even real though. Apparently it doesn't do anything. Like there was these balls you put in your vagina supposedly.
Oh, I heard.
help
And then she got in
tighten-
trouble for that, though,
Yeah.
didn't she?
You're
Yeah,
not
'cause she
supposed
kinda
to
made
do
a-
that.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, that's
kinda
not
made a-
natural, man.
She kind of made $1 billion off of it.
She made $1 billion
Yeah,
off
at one
of
point she was like worth like $1 billion
Off
from
lady
all this
balls.
shit. Yeah, bro, look at that, yo.
Listen, you could do a lot with balls. Luckily, we got
We got 2 pair right here.
we got 4 of them in the room for you guys too.
How's your weekend been, bro?
It's pretty good, man. How's yours, Kevin?
I mean, you care to elaborate?
About my
Yeah, what
weekend?
the fuck did you do, son?
What did I do on the weekend? I hung out with my girlfriend. I hung out with my kid.
How was that?
It's good. It's an interesting dynamic
Yeah.
between the two.
Okay.
Yeah,
He makes fun of her,
he does. You know, like because
but that's his nature.
before he met my girlfriend, he met you, who was my friend, and I'm an asshole.
we do is bust
right?
balls.
We do is bust balls, and I told my son Kevin's name was Puto when Alex was like,
By the way, Drake got a line now that has puto in it. I'm like, I hope
Yeah.
Alex doesn't hear that.
"Oh, he's gonna be singing it."
yeah, because he said something like, "Don't be a puto."
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, Alex is gonna hear this one day.
He didn't even know what it meant. You
No.
know, he was like 3-4 years old, but he would call Kevin those things, and we would always bust balls. And
I mean, for years, by the
Right,
way.
right,
He didn't just
right.
do it for 2 weeks. The kid committed.
right,
Right?
I know
Your
he
kid
sticks to it.
commits
He's still,
to that joke.
he's still committed. You'll see Kevin anytime. Like, what's
Yeah.
up? Hi, Kevin Puto. You're
Yeah.
adopted.
Yeah, those string of words. Maybe it's not a comic.
Well, we're trying to make him a comic. I told him he can do whatever he wants, but be a comedian, and that's how you create a comedian. Just
100%.
tell a kid you can't do something.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. So they got an interesting dynamic.
Well,
and shit.
listen, man. My girlfriend's younger than me.
Yeah, but
you know.
it's not. She's not that much younger than you.
She just turned 30. That's a lot younger than me.
What are you? 41?
I'm 42, man.
42?
I didn't even know that.
Years.
I didn't even realize I was 42. She told me the other day. She's like, "You're not 41. You're 42." And I was
My
like, "Shut
parents have a 15-year age difference, if that makes any difference to you. They're still together.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Ani. My stepfather was 25 years older than my mother. He's dead. If that makes a difference. Does that make a difference? It does when you get old. Papa?
Is that a fear?
For
Is
what?
that a fear to marry some girl that's younger than you and you're gonna die way ahead?
No, I mean, the fear is for them because I feel like I got 20 years left max on my ticket.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That's
I
crazy.
I tell her, honestly, but then, jokingly. But I mean, I really do believe. I didn't think I was going to make it past 25 years old.
Wasn't supposed to make it past 20.
I wasn't supposed to make it past 25.
I'm still
Who's standing
alive.
at the church in the night sky, wondering when God's going to say hi. Yeah, man, I was a big fat fuck. I didn't think I was going to make it into my 30s. I
Oh,
was
that
gonna have a
makes
kid,
sense.
Oh,
You lost the weight before your 30s?
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
If you listen to the Mack Almanac and you just started listening, Joshua Pallet used to be a fat fuck. He was 450 pounds.
I used to be the size of me, Kevin, and Ani put together.
and
And that's
another
not
Ani.
and that's not exaggerated.
Yeah.
No, Kevin, let's not pretend like you're that small.
Hey, yo,
I was like, yeah, you
yo.
and another 2 aunties. Nah, man, I didn't weigh 600 pounds, Kevin. But close enough, you know? So, yeah. So, like, for me, every day, every day is a gift. Every day is a gift. Every day is a gift. But it is, and I don't have expectancies for, like, my father died young. He died 5 years ago now, last week. Actually, the beginning of the week, September 6th, my father died 5 years ago. So his father died in his like 60s also.
Shit.
I'm in my 40s, bro. I got 20-something years left at max. And I lived a much rougher life than they did. Sure, my grandfather survived World War II and the Holocaust. And my dad was a Navy SEAL and muscle for the mafia.
But the things you ingested.
But the stuff that I did to myself, much tougher lives than these guys had. I had my first drink before this.
So do you have so you're raising the kid and shit,
Right.
and you were single for a long time,
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Almost as soon as like Alex was born, you guys were like kind of you and your baby mama was apart, right?
Well, I was. No, I wasn't.
Okay, so
No. I mean, Alex's mother and I split up when Alex was just about to turn 3 years old. So yeah, he was less than 3 years old,
he's like, what is he, 8 now?
and now he's 8. So yeah, we've been separate for 5-6 years.
5-6 years.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Your dad died. You get divorced.
And
not
that-
divorced. You
no,
get
no, no.
separated.
In that year, I split with my kid's mother. I had I was dealing with a dependency from when I had knee surgery. Okay, so I was dealing with that. My cat died. My father died. My grandmother died.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then I also split the business from my ex because I had built a business with her, So like, and this was on top of I was fighting for custody for my son.
Yeah.
This was on top of my ex
So all the
made
shit-
crazy accusations.
and then you started
against,
comedy.
Well, what happened was when I split with my ex, I wanted to do stand up my whole life.
Yeah.
But I did everything but. I did improv, I did acting and sketch and all that shit. But like, this is what I wanted to do. And then when my whole life and my ego got crushed and destroyed, I mean, like everything, like lost everything, then I was like, I got nothing left to lose. And that's when I started doing stand-up. Yeah. But you remember my comedy in the beginning was a little sketchy. It was a little tough.
What do you mean?
Tough listening. People tell me when they listen to my comedy, they're like, you're a really angry comedian.
Oh yeah, I remember
And I was like, oh shit, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to be angry.
Has it always been hard to date and have a kid, have a child?
This is the first girl that I'm dating that it's difficult with.
Oh really?
Every other girl that I dated was like all about it.
Maybe that's a good thing.
It is a good thing because I make bad decisions all the time. So and the truth is I wasn't as into any of the girls that I am to my girlfriend, which is the only reason I can't think of any relationship that I ended because they weren't pro me having a child.
Yeah.
Because I don't ask them to do anything. I'm not asking them to babysit or anything. I mean, it did affect other relationships. You remember I was dating that science teacher?
Yeah.
You remember Dr. Science?
Dr. Science.
Yeah, and fucking, I forgot, but some shit like, my ex went like berserk one day while I was like Zoom calling my son, and then like I like got really upset, and it put the kibosh on that relationship.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like it fucked it up.
Yeah, because I heard you yell one time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because I live with Josh. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. That was like it was early in the morning.
Okay.
And I felt like my non-existent father was yelling at me.
I don't like to yell. I used to be an angrier person. I'm a much more happier civil person. But what were we talking about? We're talking my girlfriend.
We're talking about like how hard it is to like date and have children.
Other girls have been like super into it. Girls like get a kick. They're like, oh, look what a good father.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think because you weren't as into them, they could tell, and maybe they thought
I'll win him over?
I win him over by being so kind to his son and shit like that.
Possibly.
Or did you think it was just second nature?
I think it was just in their. I think it's in most females' characters to be like that. My girlfriend's just not like that.
Nah, she's not.
There's a little bit of, and let's be honest, like there's a little bit of selfishness to it.
Yeah.
But like, it's an honesty. You know, I'd rather someone like, if you're really like not that into me having the kid, like be honest about it, than pretend that you like my kid just to win my affection, because that's false.
Not only that, but then they start doing weird shit behind your back. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You don't want no weird shit happening.
Yeah, I bumped into an ex on Queens Boulevard. I told you.
Yeah,
I was crossing Queens Boulevard the other day, and I did everything
to avoid her.
To avoid them. Yeah.
Damn, son.
It was like almost like God was trying to keep me from bumping into her, because I walked out of the house and my cell phone. I'm Josh. He drops a lot. Kevin calls it.
DJ drop a lot. Right?
DJ Josh drops his shit on the 1 and 2.
I've never
every
seen a man
2 minutes.
More drops.
2 minutes. I'm
personal
like,
items.
I'm like Funk Flex with all my shit, with my phone, with my keys. By the way, shout out to this LG, because I dropped it 5,000 times on its face off a building. Never breaks. It's broken internally, like me. It works on the outside. All its memories are gone. Wow, it's just like me. What was I fucking saying?
You bumping into an ex and
so I walked out of my house and my phone goes flying, ends up in a puddle. It was like out of a fucking movie. Yeah. And I pick it up and it smells like fucking pigeon shit. And I'm crossing Queens Boulevard, the Boulevard of Death, which is already dangerous. And I get to the other side, and as I'm wiping the screen off, I'm about to like step on the sidewalk, and I see this ex. Don't light us on fire, Kevin. And I see this ex, and I'm like, it was like a microsecond, because it didn't. It wasn't like, not that it was uncivil, but some uncivil things happened.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis our.
But by now it's over.
Yeah, but I'm sure, you know, if she saw me, it would still be very awkward.
Why could you? Let me ask you a question. How come you can't just be like, hey, and just like give her a little?
Because we were literally, I had just crossed Queens Boulevard, and we would have walked right.
Yeah, but like you could just pretend you don't have time for conversation. How come you can't just lie?
Well, here's the thing. So like, speaking of, I saw Dr. Normal lady the other day. Yeah, Jenny. Remember when we saw her? We were having that salad.
Well, she saw us. We didn't see her.
She saw us,
and we had tacos.
The next day, I saw her walking down the block with some guy. You know?
Yeah, you mind your business.
I was sitting in the front of the steps on the LIR. So no, I didn't.
Oh,
I did it because you know, she's a friend of ours. So I just wanted to say hi. You know?
Yeah.
And honestly, like I thought about it in that microsecond, like 4 or 5 times. Like, should I say hi? Don't say hi. Should I say hi? And I was like, fuck it. I was gonna say. Because she's with a guy, you know, I don't want it to be awkward for her. So now I was like, so I said, hey, Jenny, you know, and she turned around. She's like, oh, hi.
Oh, she started acting weird?
Yeah. You know?
Shit. I mean, she might have saw you too during that story real quick, bro.
But then she wrote me later. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she's like, I didn't realize, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was like,
you don't gotta worry about that shit. Man, one time, bro. Kev, the boy was at a restaurant on a date.
Right.
And it was this girl that we've been kind of talking about, you know, maybe being something more. But we were still dating around.
Right.
So we had some bar restaurant thing, and I look and I see a girl who I was in her DMs like 3 nights, like 3 nights before we went out.
Single life, man. That shit has happened to me,
bro. And that girl, by the way, was looking at me like,
you ever been on a date with a girl or like flirted with a girl at the bar and then be on a date with another girl a few nights later and see the same girl?
Yeah.
Does that happen, man? And like you have to like totally ignore her, you know? And then that's like, it feels so awful.
You know what I started doing?
Huh.
I go to a certain bar in LES.
Right.
And I like that bar because I love the wings, right?
Okay.
But what I started doing is I'll go there by myself and have my friends just randomly meet me at this bar. So you never know who's in front of me. They just know me as a guy that sometimes will eat alone, or somebody would just somebody would just meet me there halfway through my meal. Okay. Right? And I invite women, men, I invite groups of people. Like, I don't care.
Right, you're a prostitute.
Yeah.
So who is this covering for?
Just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in
Are
case.
You fucking someone who works at the bar?
No. Even though I wanted to, but you know what? I just don't want one because girls be acting like heroes out there.
Oh, just want to let you know, he was here. He was here last week with another girl who looked kind
Another
of like
one.
you. By the way, she's prettier, and he's a pig.
But you know what? Doesn't dress as good. Doesn't dress as good. Only wears Lululemons. She's been here twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
they-
be blowing
they
your
be acting
spot.
like
Girls
though.
are
heroes.
like that.
And I don't get that. Like, is our cameras too low or high? I
No,
don't know.
you're here.
There, Kev.
All right, we good?
You're good.
I don't know, bro. Like, and women don't even judge. Like, if a dude did that, I'd be like, yo, I lost all respect for you, bro.
Let me ask you this, Kevin. Like, because I know this. You recently, I remember we were throwing a show, I think, in April, and you told like multiple women that you were talking to, like, hey, come through to my show, but just so you know, like,
Yeah.
we're not here
Because I'm a
exclusively.
wild boy. I'm a wild guy.
I've had multiple when I was single. Like,
Yeah.
when I say single, like dating, you know, multiple girls show up to a show at the same time. That's happened to you before, right? You told me it did. Man.
Yeah.
That shit's the fucking
Yeah.
worst. It's the worst and the best.
It's the worst and the best. But you know what?
It's like a free Red Bull. You're just jacked.
I
the
just
whole
had
time.
to remember, Kevin, you're single.
Right. It doesn't matter. You
Like,
still feel
it-
like a piece of shit.
I feel like a piece of shit because I don't want to hurt. I don't want nobody's feelings to be hurt. But at the end of the day, the person that likes you more
Right.
makes it known.
Right. I like to tell them at the beginning of the night, listen, you guys are both here. Who likes me more? Let's go for it. Let's fight.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Who's buying me drinks
I want
tonight?
to see it. This is Josh Love Island.
Love Island. Let's go.
It's nice, man. It's healthy.
Yeah. I'm sure. And listen, I've
Girls
seen,
like that.
I've seen female comics too, like who like they'll put a filler out, like if let's say, and they'll get 6-7 dudes who are like fighting for their attention
to get
I'm
people
like,
to show.
Yeah, I've seen
show.
female comics are the queens of that shit. Son.
Listen, we could do that too, but
Yeah.
we're not scumbags.
Yeah, I know. So, I've only did it.
I don't like
once.
leading anybody on.
Me neither.
I like letting someone know, like right away, like, oh, this is never, ever, ever gonna happen. But like, not like with such words.
Wait,
but, like,
how do you know? Okay. See
you know right away, man.
Now, there's been some girls who I'm like, I think I can see something happening.
Yeah,
And
I know about you,
know me.
Kev. Kev gets a little tipsy and filths. Kevin filths.
Kevin Phillips all over when he's tipsy.
Kevin
man.
gets tipsy and then he catches the girl in the right light.
in the right light, yo.
You're like, wow, she's beautiful. Honestly, I can't do better than this. What am I thinking, man? I need a good girl to be by my side and come watch my shows. And look, it's working for Josh. He seems happy. Josh is all right. I could do this. And then Kevin wakes up in the morning and that ugly light hits her. And they're like, hello, Kevin. Kevin's like, nah, what did I say?
Let me tell you that I don't be remembering, man.
But
I be remembering, but then sometimes I'll be like, yo, girl, you know, I'm like six drinks in, like
right.
I'm just in the moment right
Yeah.
now. Don't take what I'm saying
See,
serious, yo.
that's as drunk as I am. I always remember like not to sell like some fucking fantasy.
You know what's
the
crazy?
problem is your body tells a fucking different story. You know when you're fucking making out under the fucking street light romantically and like not confessing your love, but like essentially confessing your love in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Man, people filth in Manhattan, man. People filth in New York
Manhattan.
City.
Yeah. If you don't know what filth is, just to
Fall in
let
love
you know,
fast,
fall in love
man.
fast frequently.
People be filthing, man.
Filthing out here, bro.
Filthy rich.
Filthy rich.
That's
out
how them.
here, yo.
That's how them sugar good babies do it. They
Yo,
get filthy rich.
Let me ask you a question, Anna. You're a pretty chick, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Like when you're on Tinder and Hinge and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like how crazy is your match list?
Okay, can I be honest with you?
Keep it funky.
I don't really have a whole lot of like luck on dating apps and stuff.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm more in the DMs.
Oh, okay.
Really? You're
Yeah.
a slitherer.
Yeah.
No, girls. Well, she doesn't go
slide.
into the
They-
DMs.
well, they
they
slide
slide in
to
her
her.
I mean,
DMs.
like, here's the thing. If you're gonna be on Bumble, and you're a girl, you have to fucking be someone who's gonna talk, because then that's pointless. Don't
Right.
do that. Don't waste people's time swiping and shit.
That's
if
right.
you're not gonna talk. Tinder, like, I honestly was never really down because there's the variety. is
Tinder's just
so
ugh. Tinder's the gutter.
saturated. I got into it way too late.
Yeah, me too. It's just gutter.
Hinge, I was the most luck. I got probably the most DMs there.
Yeah, Hinge was pretty poppin'.
And the most dates probably from Hinge and like regular like Instagram or Facebook like DMs and shit.
I met
for
my
sure.
girlfriend on Bumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
And you were
that's
like, and you're
crazy
right.
shit.
Like, be prepared to ask questions. Kevin actually, Kevin lives with me. Kevin actually came home that day. I was on the phone with her for like 4 hours, and I never talk on the fucking phone. And I just like kept it by my ear and like kept hanging out with Kevin and shit. And she had like 20 something questions to ask me. She's like, okay, next question. If
Foreign
you had
chicks be like-
$10,000, would you save it or spend it? And I was like, holy shit. I was like, all right.
The first time you're on the phone?
This was the first time we ever spoke.
Oh,
on the phone.
I had a
Wow.
girl once ask me, she was like, so how's your credit score? Do you don't have any student loan debt? And what else? Like she was like, it was like, how much do you make? And like,
Right.
or a rough guess.
Did you ask her, like, let me ask you a question. Your labia, how big? How perfect are they?
Honestly, can I tell you that? I kind of respect
Your vagina smell from 1 to 10.
I kind of
1
respected
being
it.
tuna fish.
Hold on. I respected it
Right.
because
Fuck that shit.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because she was like, you could also ask me the same questions.
Yeah, but we don't give a fuck what your credit
I
score
know,
is.
I don't care.
I don't fucking care less.
We can
And
figure it
that's
out.
the difference between men and women.
We can figure it out though. Like,
For the most part.
listen, my life has been terrible. Not terrible. I hate saying that shit, but my life has been pretty difficult in America.
Right.
But I happen to figure it out.
Right.
There's
Well,
nothing I can't figure
Let me
out.
tell you something. I dated
Not
very,
a-
very successful women who never gave two shits about
That's true.
the level of poverty I'm living.
Actually, the more successful the woman I'm getting, she was
Yeah.
like mid level.
Yeah, the more successful, the less they
The
give a
less they
shit.
give a
They're
shit.
like, I can take care of you. Don't worry. You're like,
Yeah.
it's like getting a dog. It's like, oh, you're like an expensive dog, Kevin Sanchez. What kind of food does a Kevin eat?
Let me tell you something. I got a
Do you
chance
guys have paella?
in the next year. I have a chance to make some decent money.
Right. And then you're gonna become real picky, Kevin.
Yeah, you think so? You think so? Honestly,
Because like, what's your credit score? Let me see your Metro card. Swipe it. Let me see how much credits you got left. I ain't paying for your shit.
get your own Uber.
Well, no, but actually, no. It's gonna be the opposite. Because then you could just date whoever you want and not have to worry about anything.
That's gonna be cool, but
You're like, oh, I could pay for everything. It'll be great.
I just like to pay for everything.
So do I.
It's just better that way.
Honestly, it really is, man.
I mean,
It's kind of.
well, no, I'm lying to you. When I'm really broke though, when I'm like in the moment where like, oh, fuck, and she goes, "Nah, we're gonna split this."
Of course.
It's nice.
Oh, listen, of
Yeah.
course. I love when my girlfriend, she's very generous. She always gets me stuff, and but like, it's the natural order of things that if you're in a loving relationship.
Can I
and
tell you something? Can I tell you something? Can I be
Yeah.
real with you?
Yeah, be
Can
real.
I be real with you?
Yeah, be real, kid.
Every girl that goes to, every time I split a check, I almost never ever get pussy.
She loses. Yeah.
Almost never.
Oh, because
especially
she's
on the
paying.
first night.
If she pays.
Well, I don't know why I'm banging on the table. Sorry. But every time I pay,
Right.
I think I got like a 98%.
I agree.
And listen, I'm not going into dates saying I need to fuck on the first date because I
Right.
paid. I'm not saying
Right.
that at all. It just so happens to happen.
Right.
Every time I pay for the date, you want to come back home?
Yeah. See, there's the other thing. When I was single, if I even let the woman, in the few times I let a woman, I don't think I ever let them split. I let a woman pay before, and those were the times that I wasn't gonna have sex with them. Like in
Like,
my
you
head,
didn't
I was
want
like,
to.
I'm never gonna sleep with you.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably in my head was like, she should not sleep with me because she's paying. So hopefully that lets her know that I will not be continually.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
You remember the last one that it happened to? You remember I ended up going on a date with a
polygamist?
polygamist. You remember she told me that whole story about the comedian who went out with her, and at the end of the date, her husband like showed up and he flipped out and like ran.
Yo,
He ran over-
to this day, I want to know who that comic
He was like,
was.
"Oh my God, is this a setup?" And he dipped. You fucking pussy. I'd be like, "Oh, how you doing? This is your wife." I would have done that if she was hot. She looked nothing like her picture, and she was already like a solid 5.5, 6.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, she's a freak, and this could be cool. But
Yeah.
then, you know what it is? Pictures are one-dimensional.
They're also just like they're just behind a lot of filters and
Yeah.
and then it just also like the
Yeah, those filters are fucking unreal. And my girlfriend tries doing them with me. I'm like, who the fuck? What are you?
who are we right now?
Yeah,
right?
like, who is this?
Dude, I can't wait for the guy that comes out with the contacts that like you could just be like,
Bro, Wow, that
Just-
would make life better.
Just going like
man.
this.
They
Huh.
have those like crazy Ray-Bans now where you can take pictures and shit.
Yeah, but what Kevin is saying is augmented reality, where I look at like a girl who's a 5 and she becomes a 10.
Yeah, 3 in the morning. All right.
The doubler glasses.
Yeah.
With the new doubler technology, even the ugliest of people can look attractive. Could you imagine?
Next
bro?
from Stark Industries.
That's gonna be fucking great, dude. Like just
Bro, what's wrong with you? Are you on doubler? Nah, man.
No,
Why?
man.
Like, lift your glasses up, bro. I love him. Hey, man, ugly people need to reproduce too, or have sex at least.
At
They
least.
shouldn't reproduce. Do you think ugly people should not be allowed to reproduce?
I don't.
Do you think
They-
the world
they should?
Would the world be better with just good-looking people?
Nah, because I don't. Just because that's not plausible, but let's play your game.
Okay.
Right? Let's just play like
Right.
you either born ugly, really ugly, and
Right.
that's your lineage. From,
It's your lineage.
right? It's
I
just-
was an ugly man, and my father
I was an
before me
ugly
was
man.
ugly too.
right.
The thing is, as a male,
Doesn't
women
matter.
love ugly dudes, bro.
I know.
Women will. Oh my god, do you see that guy? He's got a fucking beak. Like girls like that shit.
I heard girls like the beak mostly because of like it's good when they eat pussy. Something about eating
Put
pussy.
the
That's what I
nose
heard.
aside. I'm talking like
Oh, like,
they
just,
like you'll have like a man like just like weird
Bro,
deformed.
I've talked to some girls. I'm like, you're way out of my league.
Right.
Right.
We had this discussion the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Girls don't think like that.
Girls
man.
really don't. Well, they do.
Bro, when I was a giant beast, I was dating a fucking 8-9. Okay, so like women are insane.
Yeah, and also, you know what's crazy? For the most part, I'll see dudes shoot themselves in the foot in those situations.
Right.
Like I'll see a dude
Right.
like tell his girl,
Tell them I'm not worthy of this.
yeah, but not only that, but like start like, and they do it subtly, right?
Right.
Like they'll tell her, hey, can you stop wearing heels in public with me?
We had this conversation.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
Yeah. They don't need to know we had this conversation before.
Oh well, I just want to update it that we're friends off air, Kevin. You piece of shit. But you want to deny it? Y'all can't deny. No, but that is the thing. Like we, and I told you that
Yeah.
I shot myself in the foot when I was younger, like with insecurity.
Yeah, 'cause
like you're like, wait a second, I'm not good enough to be with this person.
yeah,
You know, the truth is, no one's good enough to be with anybody. We're all fucking
Oh,
deformed.
yeah, you'll find
terrible.
out.
Yeah,
You'll find
you're gonna
out.
find out eventually.
You're gonna find out.
So don't discount yourself right away, man. Don't discount yourself. But that if you want to not fuck up, you know, the beginning of a relationship, if you feel that, you know, there's a differential in the scale, don't point it out. The person who's hotter than you, yeah, they know it. They picked you for a reason.
Yo, that's some real shit.
That means they thought you were attractive enough.
Or they find something about you.
There's
that
something
they're like,
about you that's
something about
that's
you,
doing
bro.
it for them.
Maybe you look like her father.
Yeah, roll with it.
You
man.
know, roll with that.
Roll
you know,
with
a
it.
lot of women date their fathers, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your beak nose. Who knows?
Maybe it's your beak
Well,
nose.
I started to fear when I was a giant fat guy that like the girls who weren't fat that I was sleeping with were like freaky fat chasers, and I wasn't cool with that because I wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, you didn't like? That's interesting.
I was like, what's
'cause
wrong
those-
with you? You're sleeping with a fucking fat, disgusting me. You know that. Then they started to lose value. I was like, wait a second,
You
what's
tried-
wrong with you?
You were trying to figure out what's wrong with those
Yeah,
the whole time?
Yeah. I wish actually even after I lost weight and dated other women, that was a plague. Sorry, Kevin, I didn't mean to baptize you there.
Jesus, brother.
That was a plague. I'll say another P word for you. That was a plague for me throughout relationships, is always thinking like, wait a second, you're too good to be with me. So there has to be something that I haven't picked up on yet that's off about you.
Unless, like, you're like a nurse. It's like
Oh, nurses, God bless the
God bless
nurses.
because I seen them. You gotta have a job where it's like nurturing, right? Where like
well, yeah.
you're always taking care of someone or
Right.
something like that.
Most, and again, you know, most
Then I kinda get it.
female-based careers are nurturing type positions.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers, nurses, strippers. Strippers can be nurturing.
Absolutely.
Man, I loved strippers.
I never liked them.
No, not like I didn't love being in a strip club,
Yeah, I didn't like the strip club.
but
aspect.
strippers themselves, I always like. Dug.
Remember when I tried to haggle down with a stripper in L.A.?
Oh my! Wow, I totally
get a
forgot
bargain.
about that. That's a famous spot too. I forgot it was like Cowboy something.
I don't remember.
It was on the strip. Kevin, me and Kevin go into a fucking strip club, and the strip clubs are different there. They're like
That wasn't a strip club. That was like a go-go.
It was a
strip club.
Go-go
thing.
club, but I mean, it's strippers.
Yeah.
It's strippers and like a bar, but it was packed to the gill. And what did she ask you if you wanted? She asked Kevin if he wanted a lap dance, and he was like, "Best I could do was $12.50."
But I was kind of joking.
Kev's like, I was like, I'll do $12.50, and I'll buy you a drink or some shit like. And she did not like that.
She did not like that shit.
She didn't let us know that she didn't like it. But all I know is like 4 minutes later, some guy comes up to Kevin and I, and he's like, "Yo, you got to get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, and it was like the weakest bouncer I've ever seen.
And me and Kevin
like
were
an LA bouncer.
We're like, how's that gonna happen?
And then he ended up letting us stay.
Yeah, he let us stay. Yeah, after we were like, how's that gonna happen? And
like,
he was like, I guess it's not.
What? He goes, you can't haggle the dancers, man. Who does that?
He's like, hey, she didn't have to take the deal. She can walk away. She did.
Yeah, she did. She walked away.
Okay. You know what? She would have been better off giving Kevin half a tit, getting that $11.50. That's how you make
Nobody
money
hustling
these days,
out
man.
here.
Well,
bro.
listen, now it's a different world, bro.
I know. Not now.
How much for her to take the mask off? How much for her to lower the mask? I want to see if she has human lips under there.
Shout out Lou Will, bro. I don't understand the passion for strip clubs.
I hated going to strip clubs. I was raised in a strip club, but then I got to the age where like
Your friends wanted to go.
my friends, what kind of friends I had,
I would
and
never go to a strip club with your friends.
Bro, my friends, there was a period in time in my life, I think in my early 20s, where we would go to strip clubs 4 nights a week.
That's a lot.
And they would also go to prostitute, they go to fucking whorehouses. They had a place called Grandma's in
that is disgusting.
Well, they called it Grandma's because it was this old like trailer park white lady named Grandma. She's like, "Hey, sweetheart." You'd call her before, like, "Hey, coming? How many people you coming with?" "All right, sweetheart." And you'd get there, and they'd have like the Tony Montana extravaganza of like Colombian prostitutes. They were all like in their mid to late 50s.
Are you serious?
This wasn't high end prostitution.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'd go there. It'd be filled with cops and all types of
What?
Yeah, dude. It was, the shit that goes on behind Manhattan. I said in the garment district, like in the 30s, somewhere over there. And like I didn't like going to prostitutes. I hated it. Like my friends used to have like girlfriends and like relationships, and they were still
go to prostitutes.
They were fucking hookers.
That's fucked up, man.
I mean, we were young, but like some of them had like committed relationships, and like for me as like a guy who didn't get sex as often as they did, I was like, this isn't sex, man. I was like, paying somebody to fuck you is like, I'd rather jerk off.
I've never gotten a prostitute, but I've always. The truth is, I kind of wanted to try one.
They fucking loved it. I didn't. It wasn't my thing, man. I'd prefer.
I need someone, but I'm a bitch, bro. Like I need a little bit of. I need to talk. I need to have some drinks. Like I'm not trying to rush the hour.
Escort.
Right.
I might need an escort.
You want to dance with them a little bit. You need a girlfriend experience.
I need a girlfriend experience. I truly do.
Yeah.
I don't like even with girls that like all the
girlfriend experience is extra.
Yeah.
I remember they used to put advertisements on Craigslist for prostitutes, and like one of the specialties they'd advertise is you can dine at the Y. So the prostitute was basically telling you that for a certain amount of money, she would let you consume her vagina. And people would pay extra for that.
To eat her out?
To eat the prostitute's vagina. How much extra is it?
Yeah, I know dudes
That's spice.
I know dudes that like
what is that?
I've seen girls like post dudes who like hit them up in the DM like, yo, let me just eat it one time, yo. Let me just eat it one time, yo.
Thank God.
I was thinking like the next 3 or 4 guys have done that to her, but like
it's nonstop when you're a woman, right? Like I've
slid in a lot of DMs, but I'm respectful about it, Like,
I haven't. That's one repertoire I don't have on my sleeve. I think I was too old by the time that became a thing to do. Like I only think I stepped onto Instagram in
it's mostly old dudes that do it, son.
2016-ish,
Yeah.
I was way too old. I was single by that time, right? Yeah.
I don't know, buddy. But like, I don't know, bro. I be seeing these fucking, and I love, honestly, God bless those dudes that do it because like they provide me entertainment.
Right.
You know how I am about my entertainment, bro. But like, it is, I just don't understand like where they get the balls from, like because they know people can snapshot it.
That's the thing.
Put
Like
it out.
I know. Listen, you're gonna get called out on anything you're doing over the internet. So like that's how you got to live your life. Like if I do this, just expect it one day to be public domain. Because the possibilities.
You think they're thinking that far out there? You think they're thinking that shit through?
Who is?
The people sending those DMs.
No, of course not.
Yeah,
People are
okay.
fucking idiots.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
But that's what we're here for, to remind you, like,
Hey,
think about that shit. And listen, I did some scandalous shit before I met my girlfriend, like, you know, because like I went against. I had a lot of rules. I was like, I'm not gonna be sending dick pics out. I'm not gonna be like doing scandalous shit like that. And you remember, like, right before I met my girlfriend,
yeah, you sent a dick pic out for the first time.
I sent a fucking, I sent a nut pic. I sent a video. She was like, I want to see you busting a nut.
I
You
remember this
remember?
girl. We were both talking to her.
Yeah. Well, I passed her to you.
Yeah. You're like,
Shout out, hey, you know who you are.
you know who you are, girl.
You know you're watching. She's mad cool, actually.
Yeah, she's the best.
She is. She's
the
awesome.
best.
She's
Yo.
awesome.
She's
I
supposed
just,
to come to New York.
I have a girlfriend now who
Yeah.
murdered me.
Yeah, she.
But yeah, no, I sent someone an ejaculate video, and I'm still scared of that being
Of course.
out there.
Of
You know, but like, and I never did stuff like that. I started sending dick pics out like right before I met my girl. I was like, I guess this is who I am now. I guess this is what
Did
they
you feel-
want.
Did you? They do want it, by the
They
way.
do.
You know how many girls?
That's the thing is like I'm like, oh shit, don't be the
You
old
know-
pervert, don't be. And they're like, hey man, you're gonna fucking send some fucking jerk off videos now. I was like, but I'm a nice guy, lady.
It is crazy because like you hear like a lot of comics go up there like never send a dick pic. Nobody wants to see a dick pic.
Yeah, I know.
Every girl I
Yeah,
talk to is like,
right.
what that dick do?
Yeah, but it's
Let me
because
see your
yeah.
dick.
Let me see that dick.
Those guys are talking about like what their dick is connected to is not something. That,
Yeah, that is also true.
I've definitely sent texts that say, "Let me see your dick." Like, just like that.
I mean, listen, you gotta. I try to. You know what I hate? Because I don't have a. We're all facing dick out here.
Yeah, right.
Once I send a dick pic,
Right.
I got like 3 or 4 more
Ooh, let me
cool
see.
dick pics. Hold on. I'm not gonna show you a body.
Yeah, they're like, oh, let me see that 8-pack, daddy. Where that 8-pack? Hey, bitch,
No,
don't
no.
look at that bitch.
Hey, yo, every girl know I'm a chubby sex symbol out
Hey,
here,
bitch.
bro. But I will say this, bro. Like, it's like they'll send me the most gorgeous, sexy picture,
Right.
and I want. Like, sometimes I feel like they're looking for like a
Right. A model,
no, like they're looking for something.
full body shot.
Yeah, from me, and
You
I'm
don't-
like,
You got to get that George Costanza one where you're laying on the couch.
George.
There was shrinkage.
I had a few girls like, "Go, can you just send it to me? I just want to see it." I'm like, "No."
A body pic?
Yeah, like, I want a whole picture of your face and your body,
Right.
And I want to see your dick.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, I'm like, no, you didn't know, bitch.
Oh, bitch. No means no. Ho. Your girls are
Kevin and I get religious. We get one of those Jewish blankets with a hole in the middle. We're like, this is how we make love. Just cut between us. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But that's only for like until you bang the girl like 4 or 5 times
What do you mean?
with the body unconfidence. Then you're just like, ugh, bitch, look how disgusting I am. I've already been all over you. No one else is ever gonna sleep with you again. Look at me, for God's sakes. Ugh, terrible. What was I and you thinking?
I started taking it off within the first time we had sex, and then the shirt comes
Yeah.
off after like the second round.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like, what am I hiding?
nothing.
Who am I pretending
Nothing.
for?
But I hold the farts in until like month.
Yo, some girl
Month
did
2.
Some girl once told me, she was like, "Oh shit, your titties are bigger than mine."
Mm.
I was like, "Oh shit, bitch!" Like she said it out loud.
Wow.
So I was like, and it's
Did you stand sideways and go, "Thank you for noticing"? I've been trying. I've been taking
Yo,
pills.
son, let me tell you something. That shit hurt my feelings.
I know that did.
That
Oh
shit
man, that hurt me just
hurt,
hearing
yo.
you hear that.
Dog, that shit fucking stung. Cause like, they, at the time, not at the time, but they know I'm a comic.
Right.
So like, they're like, "Oh, I could just say anything to him."
Yeah.
And then like, I didn't want to, cause I was about to come with
Right.
fists of, not fists of fury, but like with fury.
Right. Like,
but-
oh, your tits are big, Kevin. On you, oh, my pee-pee.
Nah, I was,
little weenie.
I was gonna say what I know exactly what
Your pussy's huge.
I know exactly what I could have said.
Damn, Kevin, that sucks, bro. You know, when I was a fat teenager, what my friends used to do, they used to come under my tit and they'd put their hand in and then they would chop it. They would karate chop my fat tit. See, the thing that's unlucky for you is that you didn't get chubbier until you were older. When you're younger, you learn how to get your
Well, no, it wasn't that I wasn't
hurt.
chubbier. Is that we used to wear 1990s hip hop clothes, so like everything was a 3X.
Baggy and shit.
Yeah, no one could tell, and I was just like baby fat on me.
Right.
Yeah. Then my first year of college, boo.
Yeah.
Just blew the fuck up.
You had the freshman 40.
Yeah. So I had a teacher talk shit about me
Did you?
when I went back to visit the high school. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if you did anything like that.
Right.
But I just wanted to reminisce, I guess.
Right.
And I went to like a school play or talent show they were having, and this fucking teacher, Miss G, was like, "Damn, son, they say grow a freshman 15 out of 50."
They said this?
Yeah, it was
A
like
teacher?
an old teacher.
And you
of
didn't
mine.
sue them.
I was out of the school.
That was hurtful and painful. No, Kevin, it's wrong.
No, it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good time. She also told me about one of her friend's penises.
Really?
When I was in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's a pedophile and she's also an abuser.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all it took was like, she was like, "I want to tell you something, but I don't know if I can." I'm like, "Tell me." "No, I can't. I can get in trouble." I'm like, "Who am I going to
suck
tell?"
that dick, Kevin Sanchez.
Yeah, and then
Meet
she was
me
like,
after school.
one time, I would have done it too.
Of course you
With
would.
her, I would have done it. Yeah.
Jerked off to every single female teacher in the school, man. A couple
Just
of the
about.
lunch ladies.
Just about.
With the
Even
whistle. They're
even-
like, oh, she takes that whistle out, pulls that whistle out, and put that penis in there. Because blowing a whistle, sucking one is the opposite. So
I just don't.
we used to have this lunch lady. She said, "Go get out of here all day. Get out of here." We used to stand on the other side of the ring. We used to go, "Get out of here." She'd be like, "Get out of here." She meant it. She really wanted us to get out of there.
I used to have this lady named. There's this. I almost said her fucking name. So
Say your name, man.
She's probably dead by now.
Oh, good. So shout her out.
She used to smoke like she used to chain smoke at recess around all the kids.
Yeah.
No one told her shit.
Yeah,
bro.
man. Because that's how the world should be, yo. Like, let humans live their fucking lives.
Yeah. She had the craziest body I've ever seen in my life.
This chain smoking teacher.
No, I'm talking about like the worst body I've ever seen of a human being.
That was not what I was expecting in your description.
No, it was crazy. She looked like a Grimace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she looked the hamburger.
Oh, she was my joke. She was the melted ice cream cone.
Yeah, no.
Did
but
it go like that?
It was crazy, bro. I swear to you. Know how you'll see a big dude with a big belly.
Right.
And you're like, I could tell that shit is hard.
Oh, yeah.
That was her.
Yeah.
I've never met a woman
That's
like that
bad.
before.
I mean, that's a heart attack.
Yeah.
That's when the fat is underneath the muscle.
Oh,
Yeah. So I know a lot about this.
yeah. She looked like she had like a gargoyle face. Like she was also
really
yeah.
hot.
She was. Oh man. She was.
What was the ugliest woman you ever slept with? Do you remember? You remember?
Hit me.
Wow.
Hit me hard just now.
Damn,
boy.
hit you like a bag of rocks.
It's not even the one you saw me with.
Oh, I wasn't assuming that.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think
She wasn't.
someone's girth is the equivalent of their. I dated some heavy,
This
beautiful
girl.
women.
This girl really tricked me though. This is like the beginning of Instagram, and she added me through my brother.
She slid in your DMs.
She slid in my DMs.
Okay.
Well, what she did was it was before DMs.
Right.
She went to I had like 90,000 photos at the time. She went to one of the oldest photos, and then
Okay.
she was like, "Yo, what's up?"
To the
Think you're
oldest
cute.
photo.
Yeah. That was the way people used to like slide in somebody else's
By going to an
Instagram.
old photo, like showing, like, look, I am, like, people put their cards on the
Yes.
table back then. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a creep.
Yes.
I've been creeping.
Yes, girls. And then they'll do some shit where like, they'll like 80 of your photos at once,
Okay.
just to give you the invite. To hit
Right,
them
letting
up.
you know.
Letting you know,
Like, the
like-
shop is open for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already stuck different things inside of me thinking about you.
So I went and I was like, I don't know this girl.
Right.
I thought she was a girl I went to high school with.
Okay.
I had no idea who she was. And I saw that she was friends with one of my little brothers.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's weird.
I was your brother's babysitter. Hey, Kevin.
And then I hit whatever. We start talking. And I should have asked my brother who she was. But
Right.
it just didn't even. I was like so horny at the time. I'm
I
like,
don't care who she is.
yeah, I'm like 21. I'm like, and I hit her up. And she goes, I'm from PA, but I come out to visit you. That's flag number one,
That's
boy.
the
That's red
flaggiest of
flag.
flags.
Yeah.
That's a flag and a half.
No girl, unless I'm 21, no money. I'm really handsome
Right.
at the time.
Right.
but no girl should be taking a 200-mile trip to see
I
me.
had 2 girls during pandemic come out on a date from 3 hours away.
Pandemic, I don't blame
and
anybody.
they didn't tell me until they got there. They're like, "Yeah, I live here," and
Yeah.
I was like, "That's 3 hours away."
So there's either one or two things that's possible. Now I know this now. I didn't know this then.
Right.
Either she's gonna not look like her pictures,
right.
or she's gonna be an insane person, and everyone around town won't date her.
Okay.
You know.
So either way, you're not gonna have a good
either
time.
way, no, you could have a good time.
For one time, if it's a crazy
One,
What?
if it's a crazy couple times,
Right.
who knows?
Yeah.
I'm 21 at the time.
Right.
Make poor.
Right.
I'm making poor decisions.
Right. Healthy.
Bro, you know, we go to, at the time, I don't even know what bar to go to. Like, I'm learning all
Right.
these things. That's what no one talks about, by the way.
Yeah, you don't know how to game it.
No one knows how to game it. I'm thinking,
Hi, sir. My friend and I would like 1 fruit punch.
no, I'm not that nerd. I'm not even geeky or nerdy like that. I just don't know where to go. I don't know where the spots
Right,
are. You
right.
know, I didn't know Lower East Side existed like this. So
So you took it to the bodega.
I took it to kind of close enough. Like, I took it to Uno's Bar and Grill.
Oh, hey man! Shout out to Uno's.
Shout
Deep
out to
Dish Pizza.
Uno's
Man,
Deep
that shit was
Dish.
good when I.
That shit was
wasn't
banging,
vegan,
bro.
Before I was, it's like a biscuit with a pizza inside of it, bro. Did someone make me a vegan Uno's deep dish?
And at the
pizza?
time, bro, I had lost all the weight.
Oh, okay. So you're looking fucking.
I'm
good.
looking
So you're primo Kev,
a primo.
and you're coming, and
So,
this
and I'm
is
dressed like,
spoiled.
yeah, I'm
stuff.
dressed like how my brother,
So now you're even dressed.
I'm dressed great.
You're looking fucking supreme.
Supreme, bro. I just got
Damn.
my tax money.
Glistening.
I just got my-
You got $400 in your pocket.
400 thousands.
He's got 4,000s in his pocket.
Thousands of dollars.
He's ready to drop all that money on this beauty queen.
So
And then here
she
she
goes,
enters.
so I'm like, hey, I'm late, by the way.
Okay.
I'm late.
Right.
I'm late. No reason to be. Oh, I'm late because I'm throwing. Because at the time, my mom was in Florida. She left me the apartment, but I had to take care of one of my brothers. And our
It's
apartment.
time to change his dish.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
So our apartment was fucked up because it's just 2 dudes who don't give a fuck about anything living in there.
Right.
So I'm throwing everything around, trying to put things in closets and in the tub. And
That's
shit.
the best way to clean. Just push
Yeah,
it away.
push it away. So she goes, so I'm late. She goes, hey, I'm waiting for you at a GameStop. I'm like, that's weird. Why would a girl, a hot chick, choose? I don't even, at this time, I wasn't playing video games. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'll play 2K with my brothers once in a blue.
Right. Oh yeah. That's.
So I'm like, that's red flag number 2.
That's a flag. And that's 4, 1.5.
It's-
That's 3 flags.
Can I tell you something? Especially in 2011. Now there's some hot ass gamers, right?
Yeah. 2011.
2011 though,
Right.
those weren't the
Right,
hot gamers.
right. She had a gauge in her like lip, maybe.
Bro, I
was like, hey.
walked.
She's like, "You're
And
hot."
at the time, like I had all these weird rules because again, when I felt like I was really good looking, I was, I had all these dumb rules where it was like if a girl's wearing sneakers, like I don't even want to fuck with her.
That's a stupid rule.
I know, I was dumb, but I wanted chicks who or at least had like a fat. If you're gonna wear sneakers, it's gotta look popping,
Right.
right? So I walk in.
What a shallow
I
Kevin.
know, I was mad. I was super shallow, bro. But I was 21 and hot, bro. Like,
Kevin, shame on you, Kevin.
so I walk. She goes, I'm in the back, and I look, and her ass was mad fat. And I was like, God damn, son. She turns around, bro.
World of Warcraft.
She looked like Evander Holyfield.
From the last fight over the weekend or old school Evander Holyfield? Real deal Holyfield.
Real deal Holyfield.
Real deal Holyfield.
I'm sorry,
Did you see-
I made a mistake.
You meant
She looked better.
Foreman?
She looked like Foreman.
she looked like Foreman. See, I know
She
it.
looked like Foreman, bro. And I was like,
Did she make you some burgers on the grill?
bro, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I look at my
this.
phone. I'm hitting up other girls. I'm like, yo, you want to meet tonight? You want to meet tonight? Because I'm horny as shit. I want
Right.
to fuck, bro.
This isn't the girl that you kissed at the end of the
No,
day.
no.
That's
nah,
a good
nah,
one too.
nah. But then this girl.
Can I just say this real
Hold
quick?
on.
Kevin goes, if you ever end a date like this where you close your eyes and you go to kiss, he gave her a kiss like this.
And she still hit me up, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was
All right,
that's
that was
the stuff
another
from
broken heart. Go ahead.
So she looks like George Foreman. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Uno's with her.
Right.
I let her order what you want. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
at this point.
Go ahead, baby.
Baby, order what you want. And I get 2-3 drinks in.
Because you're like, this is your last meal.
Bro, I'm getting 2-3 drinks in. She starts looking like a ring girl.
Wow. Really?
Like her body was crazy.
Yeah, and you're 21, low
I'm
tolerance.
21, and I'm like, okay, if I take a cab behind my building, nobody gonna see me walking.
Wow, she didn't want to take it to the front.
Nah. So I'm doing all the calculations in my head. But like the cab didn't even take us to like the back the way I asked him to. He took. Hey, I'm gonna drop you off on 3rd Avenue.
Right, you got to walk in front of everyone.
And I'm like, bro, I took it the long way. So
what you should have done, it should be like, oh my God, I think I left my iron on. Meet me upstairs. I'm gonna run. You don't have to. And then you run upstairs.
You're right. I should have done that.
Check for the iron.
No, but you know. Well, anyway, so we get to my place, and I got a bottle of something, and we're just drinking. And I'm getting drunker and drunker.
She's getting hotter and hotter.
Hotter and hotter.
Oh, my goodness.
But this time, like, I'm playing with her pussy is drenched on
Right,
my hand,
right.
bro.
It's like a mop.
It's a mop, bro. She's getting no dick in PA,
It's just a
bro.
fop and mop.
Yeah. So,
Fupa and mop. Foop mop.
bro, I'm hard as fuck.
Right.
I take it to the room.
Right. Right.
And my dick gets soft.
Yeah, because your dick has
I
better
kinda-
knowledge than you.
No, let me tell you something. You would think so? This is, for some reason, at 21, I was like prematurely ejaculating a little bit.
She's so
But I would say this, though. It was 2 hours of making out, too.
Right.
It was 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
She was like, I don't know if I want to fuck. I'm like,
Right.
all right, let's just do this.
Yeah,
and
right.
then once I was like, you want to go home now? She goes, let's go to your room.
Right. Like, nah, bitch. I'm already busted in my pants.
Bro, so I'm like trying to like work to get my dick
Right,
back up.
right.
My dick is like, yo, bro,
It's
you
like,
nutted.
look at
This
her,
is over,
bro.
man.
Yeah, man. She's lucky she got a nut. One nut.
Anyway,
Hey, man.
I sent her home.
Yeah.
Walked her to the train
Right.
like a gentleman because I lived in the hood at the time. You know, this
Right.
was East Harlem back in the day.
Yeah.
And I walked her. She goes, I'm gonna see you again. I'm like, yeah, definitely gonna see me again. Are you gonna ghost me? Every girl, by the way, whoever
Asked me that, I ghosted.
and
yeah.
every girl who I've asked girls that, like, you gonna ghost me, aren't you? Right? And they've been now, and they all ghost me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. See, that goes back
Once you-
to
don't put it out there.
Don't put it out there.
put it
Don't
out there.
let them know your value.
So
Lie. You're a
Lie.
high value
Lie.
individual who most
business
people
does.
would love to have
Businesses
sex
do
with.
it. Everyone does it. Lie.
Yeah, like Coca-Cola's good for you.
Yeah.
Right. Come on, man.
But you know what they do?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They partner with LeBron James.
Exactly.
And now you think, well, LeBron
Oh,
James
yeah.
and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, look at
He's
that.
6'8", 250
Yeah.
specimen.
Right. Nobody chopped his leg off from diabetes yet. We should drink Coca-Cola.
So
Shout out diabetes.
the next day, I tell my brother the story. And I said, oh, yeah, it's a girl you know. And he goes, who? I say her name. His eyes light the fuck
Right.
up. He goes, you ain't FaceTime her? I said, what you mean? He goes, Kev, she hit me up too. I said, word? He goes, yeah. And I FaceTime her, bro. You was playing connect the dots with her face, weren't you? 'Cause she had a bunch of acne and shit, but old acne, like that, like just
scarred.
like they were
Okay.
just black and shit.
All right.
She goes, bro, I peeped that, and that's why I was like, yo, she said she couldn't FaceTime.
Mm.
She goes, man, you should have hit me up about her, bro.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Well, listen, every now and then you go on a date with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, man. Freddie, that's what you're going with.
Well, you said she
George
had scars
Foreman.
all over. Jesus Christ. So if George Foreman played Freddy Krueger, that's who this
That's exactly what this girl looks
this
like.
guy looked like.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you know what the funny thing is? There's men, not millions, but thousands of men who would love to have sex with that.
Yo, bro.
That's what these women need to know. Just know that men will fuck anything.
Yeah.
They'll fuck anything.
Mm-hmm.
But once we know we can, we no longer want to. So just keep that in mind.
Smack advice 101, yo.
This has been a very Mac-ful episode.
It's been a Macful episode,
Yeah,
yo.
man. I don't think I'll have Macnesia this time.
Nah.
It's very, very Mac.
I don't know if we're going to get a good clip out of this
Yeah,
episode.
I don't know.
I feel like we were wilding the fuck out.
Yeah.
But
No, Ani's
Ani's giving us the thumbs up.
gave us
She's
thumbs
like,
up.
yo, she has like 19.
Okay. Well, listen. I still think we're wonderful.
No, I think we're wonderful too. I just think like we should pull from another. This is for the fans.
Yeah, really?
This one was for the fans.
Okay. Well, sometimes people get hurt. We love you. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and
Subscribe,
share.
follow. If you got a favorite episode, send that to your friend.
Yeah, we're gonna have the best of coming out real soon. Make sure you tell your friends about us, and we love you. We'll see you every week, Monday.
If you feeling like a pimp,